I'm pretty sure I'm running the Jack of Hearts and East Queen Doubleton, and then East is going to run a bunch of clubs. Let's get going. All right. First hand, as usual, take a look at the auctions. Pass, we've opened a heart in third seat. Partner has bid 2 hearts. And we have passed. So first off, we have a 16 count. Some players will open this a no trump. Which kind of simplifies a lot of the process about what we're supposed to do over 2 hearts in this type of auction. Since partner could have like a pretty good 9 count, or maybe, I don't know, on a bad day a 10 count, we probably wanted to make some sort of try. Although a bunch of queens doesn't look great in our hand. But had we opened a no trump, partner would be able to tell whether or not we're making game immediately. So we could miss out on a heart fit or a spade fit, but we would at least be at the right level of contract, even if we weren't in the right suit when we opened a no trump with this type of hand. Also, a lot of the soft values, king doubleton of diamonds, queen doubleton of clubs, queen of spades, might indicate that we would rather be in no trump as opposed to a suit contract on this one. Anyway, everyone's going to be here. We've passed. I like how it says 12 to 14 total points for our pass, and we don't exactly have that. We get the Jack of Spades lead. Well, as I was saying, good 9 count or even a bad 10 count. Partner puts down one of those. Looks like game has pretty good chances on this one. We'll start out by winning the spade ace and trying to pull trumps in 3 rounds. That has to be the first step. If we can do that, we can knock out the king of spades. East will get in, and East best switch to diamond to try and cash a couple diamond tricks before we run the spade suit. We will have a diamond guess at that point. So heart to the ace, king of hearts. East shows out. Okay. Well, good news is that we didn't miss a game, probably. I guess it's still theoretically possible for us to lose a spade, a heart, and 1 diamond, and our club to go away. But it seems somewhat likely that the opponents will be able to set up both a diamond and a club trick. Is there anything I can do to kind of prevent this? I mean, one thing that needs to happen at some point is for us to knock out the spade king. I think I should probably do that immediately before touching anything else. So the opening lead was a singleton. West had a natural trump trick and, of course, switched to their, or led a singleton. Well, there goes West's trump trick. Can pull the last trump and claim our 10 tricks. So despite a little bit of an unfriendly split in the heart suit, I mean, this was not great defense by either opponent here. First, West leading their singleton Jack of Spades when they didn't want to rough, and then East not switching to clubs when they got in with the Spade King or the Diamond Ace. They had multiple opportunities to switch to clubs. Gives us 170. It should have been 140 against better defense. On to the second board. We are in second seat. Unfavorable. Pass comes to us. We pass. Left-hand opponent opens a club. Our partner makes a takeout double. 2 clubs by East. We decide to bid 2 spades. Yeah, we have a bit of a tricky problem here over 2 clubs. I wonder if 3 clubs is a good bid, especially since we're past hand. Like, I really don't want to pick one of the majors and have us end up in a 4-3 fit. Neither our heart or spade suit looks like it plays very well in a 4-3 fit. So I think I might try and just force this to the 3 level and make sure that we end up in a 4-4 fit in the major suit. We have a 10 count, right? So if our partner wants to get ambitious and look for game, we're not that upset about it. I mean, the king of clubs might be a worthless card, but it's also possible that West just leads a club anyway, away from the ace, depending on what contract we end up in. Well, anyway, we've bid 2 spades. Not convinced I like that action, but here we are. Partner table is a 14 count. We get the king of hearts lead, is interesting. Looks like there's probably not much to the play of this one. We're going to end up losing 2 hearts and 2 diamonds, presumably. We might need to do a little bit of maneuvering if trumps happen to be 4-1, but to start with, let's see if we can pull trumps. Spade to the ace, king of spades. All right. I don't think it's particularly likely that West has led from king, queen, third of hearts, but I do kind of want to... Sorry, everyone followed to the second trump. I just wanted to double check. I do want to try and lead hearts towards the 10-9, hoping that West might make the mistake of hopping up with the queen and crashing East Jack Doubleton. So how do I want to go about this? I think what I want to do is I want to pull a third trump and then play the Jack of Diamonds, and hopefully West will win. And a couple of good things might happen. I mean, for one thing, West might cash the Queen of Hearts immediately, dropping East Jack Doubleton. We don't know it's that layout, but that's kind of the only hope that I see for scoring an extra trick. Or West might exit a club, we'll run it around to our king, and then we can lead a heart up. So that's going to be my plan. West pitches a heart. That's not something I saw coming. I mean, maybe that means West has led from king, queen, jack, fourth of hearts to start with. Well, either way, there's no real benefit at this point of trying to lead a heart up. Hearts are either splitting or West has led from king, queen, jack, fourth. So we have to lose a heart. We have to lose 2 more diamonds. But we will end up making 9 tricks. King, queen, jack, fourth is a very reasonable opening lead from West's hand. Although I think a lot of players might prefer to lead their partner's suit. Queen, jack, fourth of clubs, when your partner supported the suit, is not that much worse than king, queen, jack, fourth of hearts. On to board 3. We have opened a no trump. We have 15 highs. It's not the greatest hand for 333, but all of our honors are at least somewhat working. Partner bid Stayman, invited, and they might not have a 4-card heart suit. So 2 no trump is where we've ended up. 2 aces and a 5-card diamond suit. Okay. Well, we have some decisions to make. Because there are worlds where we can pick up the diamond suit for just 1 loser. To do that, we would need to lead a low diamond away from ace fifth towards our jack 8 in hand. And if East has 10 doubleton of some kind, either 10 doubleton, king 10 doubleton, queen 10 doubleton, we'll be able to pick up that holding for just 1 loser. Or singleton 10, for that matter. But I mean, one thing I don't like about it is it's fairly revealing to cross to the club ace before leading a diamond. It gives away a lot about our hand. Like, presumably East and West are both just going to continue hearts when they get in. But at some point, I want them to be uncertain whether or not they want to lead clubs or spades. And if I play a club to the ace, it's kind of going to tell them that they should be playing spades instead of clubs. Still probably worthwhile to just try and pick up the diamond suit for as many tricks as we can. 10 doubleton's not super likely to be the layout of the hand, but if it does happen, we would miss out on a big opportunity to take 4 diamond tricks, as well as the opponents won't be able to set up hearts in time before we can run the diamonds. All right. Jack of Hearts fetches the 2 from East. I kind of want to duck this trick, but it's a little bit counter to the plan that I've come up with, which is maybe I can just set up the diamonds and take 4 diamond tricks, right? If I duck this trick and the opponents switch to spades, say, and the diamonds happen to be situated perfectly, I've just lost an extra trick on this hand. At least one extra trick, in fact. So I think I should win cross and clubs, diamond to the 8, and then we'll see what the damage is from there. Strange play by West, covering the 10 of clubs. Okay, so a diamond to the 8 forced the queen from West. We have a chance that the diamonds are actually situated favorably for us. I mean, this would give West king, queen, third of diamonds. I guess I'm going to win the king of hearts and run the jack of diamonds. I mean, again, ducking the heart allows East to switch to spades, and some of our diamond tricks go away if we happen to catch the miracle diamond layout. So I don't think I can afford to duck. It's pretty likely that even if hearts are 5-3, and I duck, West is going to have an entry in the spade suit. So I think let's just win the king, try the jack of diamonds. Look at that! It was 10 doubleton. Way to go, us. Well, at this point, I'm pretty happy to just cash out. 3 diamonds, 2 clubs. We'll take our 9 tricks. There's no real hope to get an extra trick here, so we'll just claim the opponents can have the last 3. Very fortunate that the diamonds were as we had hoped, but you take the chances you can get. And that was one that we picked up on, so sometimes they pay off. Hopefully some players in the field either won't feel like risking playing the hand that wide open, or they'll do something else in terms of how they defend the hand. In theory, it's possible we could have taken a 10th trick if East had made some sort of mistake in the defense and ended up cashing the ace, king of spades, setting up our queen. But I think in reality, that seems pretty unlikely. All right, on to board 4. Long auction here. Partner opens a heart, we bid a spade. We have a game forcing hand, so once partner bids 2 clubs, we bid 2 diamonds to show our game force. Partner bids 2 hearts. which it looks like for the robots is just waiting. I've never really been a fan of these like waiting style bids. For anyone who knows my preferred 2/1 methods, like things are just natural when partner bids 2/1. None of this like rebid 2 of your major with 5 cards and a hand that's unsuitable to bid 2 no trump. So similarly here, I'm not like a huge fan of 2 hearts as just a waiting bid. I would rather have this show a 6th heart and, you know, let partner or let opener bid out their distribution or something. Bid no trump if they have a diamond stopper. Otherwise, they can, you know, maybe bid 3 diamonds or something. We bid 3 clubs. So we have found our club fit, hopefully. I mean, hopefully partner didn't bid a 3-card club suit over there because they're so afraid of bidding 1 no. Partner bid 3 spades. So now that they've denied 3 spades with the 2 heart bid, they probably would have bid 2 spades over 2 diamonds with 3-card support. Their 3 spade bid shows a doubleton. 4 spades is definitely an interesting bid. It does sound as if partner has like a small doubleton diamond. So 3 no trump is kind of out of the picture. But we really don't know partner's honor structure. If they have like queen doubleton of spades, we probably prefer to play 4 spades. If they have a small doubleton spade, then 5 clubs might be the most likely making game. On our cards, like imagine ace king 4th of clubs, the small doubleton spade. Maybe we can like score a bunch of tricks on a cross ruff or set up the spade suit by roughing it in their hand. Whereas in 4 spades, we're probably going to need the trumps to split 3-3. Well, fortunately for us, okay, this is probably not something I would expect. Partner's 2 heart bid probably should deny a 5th club. Otherwise, I think this auction, like, you know, looking at this hand, imagine we had the king of clubs instead of the queen. We're pretty close to just making a slam. And yet we never really found out that partner had a singleton diamond or extra club length on the auction. Well, we're in 4 spades. We get the king of diamonds lead. So let's see what West does at trick 2. They lead king from ace king, and West has not opened the bidding or overcalled 2 diamonds. We'll keep that in mind. Spade switch. Okay. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I don't think I can pick up the rest of the tricks if spades are 4-2. Even if the hearts come home, I'm kind of like shy on entries to the south hand. Like imagine the jack of spades falls doubleton. You know, we get lucky somehow. And I play queen of spades, heart to the ace. I have 4 heart pitches for 3 clubs and 1 diamond, so I'm going to need to rough 1 diamond. I rough a diamond, but now I have no way back to my hand to pull trumps. And, I mean, like, the 8 of spades could be from a doubleton. I know the robots tend to kind of like lead honestly, even in the trump suit. So maybe this is like high from a doubleton. I think it's pretty unlikely this is from 3 small spades. It's from like 8-5-3 or something. Would they really play the 8? Probably not. So my thinking on the king of diamonds being led from West San and them turning up with the ace king of diamonds makes it very likely that East has the king of clubs, given that West has passed in first seat. Like, it's true, West could have ace king of diamonds, king of clubs, and East has all of the other missing honors, the jack of spades and the jack of diamonds, but there's some decent likelihood that West has at least one of those honors, one of those jack of spades, jack of diamonds cards, and then, I mean, it's not like the robots open every 11 count, but it's starting to look like a pretty good 11, with long diamond suit headed by the ace king, potentially even the jack. So I'm kind of tempted to I'm not exactly sure what I'm tempted to do. Win the 10 of spades, ruff a diamond with the spade queen, cross to the heart ace, and try and pull trumps. If they're 3-3 and the hearts break, we have all the rest of the tricks from there. Some possibility this is a singleton spade, in which case we would be much better off like winning the spade queen, heart to the ace, diamond ruff, and then just start running hearts through East. I think I'm going to discount the singleton possibility. Again, maybe for a similar reason that West might have opened something, maybe 2 diamonds if they had a singleton spade. Then maybe they're a bit less or a bit more likely to hold 6 diamonds to the ace king. So as long as spades are 4-2, I win the 10 of spades, I ruff a diamond, I cross in hearts, I pull 2 more trumps, they don't split. Now at least I can cross to the club ace, play a heart pitching a diamond, play a few more hearts. Eventually someone's going to ruff in maybe East and get the king of clubs, but we'll have 10 tricks that way. I think that's going to be my plan. We'll see how badly this works out when spades happen to be 5-1, but hopefully it's all right. 9 of spades is a very suspicious card, I think. You still hear the accent? I don't have a lot of buttons on the new microphone, unfortunately. There was no remove accent button that I could see. Jack of spades from West. All right. So we've decided not to take the club finesse, which I think is the correct thing to do. I mean, maybe if East has a 4th heart here. Nope. So they do get the king of clubs. The king of clubs was onside. West had just a perfectly good opening bid. What were they thinking? Oh, that's so sad. Could have made 650. That's okay. I like our line of play. Again, even if East happened to have the 4th heart at the very end, we do get to pitch all of our clubs on the run of hearts. Well, onto the 5th board. Pass. We get to open a no trump again. 17 count this time. Our hand hasn't really improved since the 15 from earlier. Partner transfers to hearts and drops us there. We get the king of diamonds. Oh my. No. This is why garbage statement is a thing. I know the robots don't play it, but we would very much prefer to be in the 5-4 spade fit than a 5-2 heart fit. So, and also, if you're going to transfer, maybe you should pick your stronger major suit to transfer into, just in case. Just in case partner happens to have the doubleton in that one. Like, wouldn't you rather play Jack 10 5th ups at Queen Doubleton than 10 8 5th ups at Queen Doubleton? Probably. Anyway, here we are. We're in 2 hearts. King of diamonds lead. Well, I mean, I guess I duck trick one. I would have a decision to make if I had a dummy entry, but I don't. So I can't even like win the ace of diamonds and then take a club finesse to pitch my diamond loser. But leaving West on lead does seem like a good thing to do. So I'll play low for now. Queen of diamonds comes back. Okay. I guess it's time to set up the spade suit. We're going to need to do that eventually, and I don't want to run into issues pulling trumps. So all right, spades are set up. Good start. Now what do we want to do in the trump suit? West is turned up with king, queen, jack of diamonds, and the king of spades. East is turned up with the spade ace. It kind of looks to me like West might have started with 5 diamonds, and East only 3 of them. Like, East played the 7 on the first trick and then the 8. So East is probably playing low-high as like a discouraging signal in the diamond suit. And that means they either started with 7-8-9 or 7-8-10. With like 10-9-8-7, they probably dump the 10 at some point to show off their sequence. So if West has 5 diamonds and East has, what did I say, 3? Spades are 2-2. We don't really have a good read on the club suit. It makes it more likely West is short in hearts. So I think we should try and pick off honor doubleton of hearts in West's hand by leading a low heart towards the 10. Interesting. Okay. I covered the jack of clubs with the queen to get a little bit more info about the honor location. I guess I'm going to take the heart finesse now. Lead a low heart to the jack. I mean, West is turned up now with king, queen, jack of diamonds, king of clubs, king of spades, which is 12 high card points. If West also had the king of hearts, they probably would have made a penalty double over a no trump. No guarantee, but I think the robots tend to just count high card points. And especially with a good 5-card diamond suit to lead, it might make a lot of sense. So pretty convinced now that the heart finesse is going to win. It does, so we can pull the last trump. And we have 9 tricks. Looks like the plan of roughing something to dummy to lead a heart to the jack also would have worked. But if you rough something to dummy and lead a heart to the 7, which I think in isolation is the percentage play in this heart suit, you're not going to do all that great. West will win the 9 doubleton and you still have a trump loser. So we got a little bit fortunate with the layout there, but probably a deserved plus 140. On to board 6. This does not look like a 2-no opener to me. It's 21 highs, but this is a beautiful 21 count. I mean, great 5-card diamond suit, king, queen, jack, 5th. We have all aces and kings, and we even have the 10 of spades. None of our honors are, all of our honors are working. I was going to say none of our honors are working poorly, which I guess is the same thing, but probably just sounds a little different coming out. So we've opened 2-no, partner has bid Stayman and bid 3-no. Hopefully we haven't missed a slam. We have not missed a slam. Partner barely has enough stuff to push us into game. But this is definitely a hand we want to open 2 clubs and rebid 2-no. The hand's just way too good. All right, King of Spades opening lead. So our whole objective here on this hand is going to be to try and score an extra spade trick, I think. If we can. To do so, we're going to need to prevent the opponents from switching to hearts. I mean, we have 2 options. We could win the ace of spades and just run all of our diamonds. It puts a lot of pressure on the opponents to I guess keep all of the right cards. But I think better is probably to just win the ace of spades and return a spade. West doesn't get a lot of information from East. Like, if West started with king, queen, jack of spades, West is not going to have a lot of info, and we'll have to decide immediately whether to switch to hearts or clubs, or to, whether to go aggressive or passive on their defense. If we run the diamonds, I mean, not only against the robots, but especially against human opponents, they're going to be able to start signaling, and then they should be able to find a heart switch when they get in with the second spade. I don't like the alternative of ducking the king of spades, because I think it's pretty unlikely that West is ever going to continue unless West has exactly king, queen, jack third in the suit. But I think we just have a better chance of them just not switching to hearts at trick 2. So let's do it. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. We got the heart switch. I guess I'll run the diamonds just in case West doesn't realize that they need to continue playing hearts. It looks like it was king, queen, jack, third of spades. Oh, that feels so terrible. Or maybe it was king, queen, doubleton. East pitched a spade, but West had won the queen on the previous round. Why are they leading king, queen, doubleton? That's so funny. Oh, since East just pitched a spade, I could have just claimed earlier. It was king, queen, doubleton. That's so bad. Well, 430. I wonder what happens if we duck the king of spades with this hand. I mean, the whole point of leading the king, queen, doubleton was to unblock, right? So West should be continuing the suit. I don't think they would. I think they would switch to the king of hearts like they did here. But anyway, 430. We're halfway through. We got to 6-no. This is the real auction. Okay. A spade, 2 clubs. We even have a club fit. Something that I do like pointing out is when your hand is like in the slam range, what you really want to do is just force a fit somewhere so that you can start cubiting and bid key card or get more info. So I really like a 3 club bid, depending on your agreements about it, on this type of hand. And then just like persevering when partner bids 3-no, we bid 4 clubs. And just like forcing partner to treat clubs as our key card suit, whether or not they have real clubs. And then we can figure out what's going on later. But anyway, I mean, the 6-no trump would not have occurred to me at my second call. Like, not only because, like, we have no idea how many tricks we're taking, like 11, 12, or 13, but are we convinced we have a diamond stopper on this auction? Anyway, a spade, 2 clubs, 6-no. Here we are. Look at that. We do have a diamond stopper. Way to go, us. So we have 2 diamonds, 2 spades, 2 hearts, and 5 clubs. Okay. That is an amount of tricks. It's not quite enough, but I'm sure we'll get there, right? Well, first things first, let's take the heart finesse. If that wins, we have a little bit more flexibility about how to play the rest of the hand. If the heart finesse loses, then our only real hope is a major suit squeeze against someone who happens to hold 4 hearts and 4 spades. So yeah, let's start with that. This is a weird trick. Can I try for 3-3 spades before taking the heart finesse? Did I not think about that? I probably didn't think about it. It's probably because it's like anti-percentage, but I had not considered this. I wasn't convinced that I wanted to play for 3-3 spades. But maybe I need to think about that a little bit more. Huh. So if spades were 3-3, I guess we would have 4 spades, 5 clubs, and 3 red suit tricks. I probably could have done that. Maybe that's percentage. My thought process was I might try and just duck a 3rd heart the way that this hand plays out. So like I could cash the ace of hearts, play a club over, and then duck a heart, picking up the king 3rd, if that's what East's hand is. You might be right. Playing for 3-3 spades is better, probably. But man, this 10 of hearts and 8 of hearts is very confusing to me. So one of the robots has given the incorrect count. Because they play standard count. I mean, there's no... Oh, God. Like... I guess that's not entirely true if East had 10 4th of hearts and West had king 9-8. But, like... Is that possible? I could still duck a spade and play for 3-3 spades. What if the 8 of hearts is singleton? Okay, that's a fair point. The 8 of hearts could be singleton. That's true. I mean, my thought is just like East is kind of splitting from king 10-9 to protect against me, like sticking in the 8 if I had it. So maybe East does have long hearts. Or East is likely to have long hearts. Might be how I should say this. I guess I am just going to play for 3-3 spades then. My extra chance of the king of hearts coming down 3rd seems pretty unlikely. I mean, I'll always be able to cash the ace of hearts and pick up king 10 doubleton later. So let's cross in clubs. I'm going to lead the 9 of spades. And if East doesn't cover, I'll let it run. If East does cover, though, I'm going to go ace, king of spades and a spade, hoping that East has like honor, honor, doubleton. Jack. Diamond comes back, so they didn't continue spades, breaking up a potential squeeze, which is good news for me. So I still have the opportunity to squeeze someone and spit. It was a singleton. You called it. Wait. Oh, well, this is bad news then. I don't think there's any shape that West can have where I can make it from here. I guess West could be... No, there's no hope. Yeah, West is just going to hold on to their spades. Unlucky. Not much we could do there. Fortunately, I guess the King of Hearts was on side, though, so my play of taking the heart finesse did not hurt. But I do believe that playing for 3-3 spades is probably better. Not sure. Either way, maybe we should have ended up in 7 clubs or some other contract that would have made on this hand as opposed to 6 no trump. Probably no way to do that in the auction, though. We were just a little bit cramped. Board 8. How did the opponents get away with this? West passes in first seat. Partner opens a diamond. I bid an inverted 2 diamonds. West comes in 3 clubs. And partner just lets them off the hook. 3 diamonds. 3 no trump. All right. Spade lead. Well... I don't think I want East to be on lead, so I'm going to play low at trick 1. East will probably stick in an honor, and I can win the queen. Five, 2, 9, queen. Interesting. You would expect if East had ace, 10, 9, 8, that they would have played the 8 on this trick. So maybe this is ace 9 third and West has 10-8 small, 10-8 5. Schmiebel, thanks so much for the 4 months of tier 1 sub. Appreciate the support. Welcome back to the lounge. It does seem as if spades are 3-3. I still think I want to play on diamonds though. Next. You thought when they had equal cards, they randomize what they play? They usually follow the rules of like third hand high, but only as high as necessary. I mean, if they're winning a trick, it's a little bit different, I think. But not really. I think they tend to win their lower ranking honor when they can. I have seen them randomize like once or twice with like weird queen jack doubleton or king queen doubleton situations, but for the most part I believe they give true signals. I think I'm going to lead a diamond to the jack and a diamond to the king. Not what I wanted to see. I mean, maybe West has the spade ace. I just figured West would be less likely to lead away from the ace of spades than from 3 small. Everyone followed to the first diamond, right? Great. Well, let's stick in the 10. Club comes back, which is nice and friendly. I'll win the 9. Let's lead spades up. So West really just didn't have anything, is what you're telling me. 430. Nice 3 club bid over there. I mean, how bad would it have been given that basically everything was offside for us, so everything's onside for them? They would lose 2 spades, 2 hearts, 2 clubs per force. So all we would need to do is get 1 more trick. Maybe it's too difficult. Maybe we do only get 300 against 3 clubs. Well, on to board 9. We got 4 to go. Partner opens a spade. We bid a no trump. We have 12. Gib has been partaking in some recreational drugs, I see. I like how they just treat balanced 12s as invites, even though systemically they just don't open good 11s. So balanced 12s are like auto game forces in their system. Partner bids 2 diamonds. We bid 2 no. Invite. I also like how it's 10 or more high card points. Like, could we have 17 for this bidding sequence? Maybe. Partner bids 3 no. 15 plus. Like, we need at least 27 highs to get to game, don't we? 15 plus. Sure, turns up with a 14 count. This is amazing. All right, we're in 3 now. 10 of clubs lead, so we got 3 clubs, 3 spades, 2 hearts, and 2 diamonds if we can get all of them. Might be tough. I mean, spades, of course, could run. I guess to start with, I'm tempted to lead a diamond at trick 2. And I kind of want to play the 3 of diamonds to the queen. That will at least confuse them a little bit. Like, if East wins the diamond king from, like, King Doubleton or something, maybe they'll think I've gone horribly wrong and return the diamonds. I can always switch back to hearts at a later point if I want to try and take 3 heart tricks and hope that the spades run. Look at that. Like, for example. So now my diamonds are set up. It's a heart discard from East as well. All right, how careful do I need to be? I guess not very careful. I just knock out the ace of hearts and I can claim. I don't need the spades at all. I mean, if this holds, maybe I can think about switching to spades, but looks good. 430. Well, feels pretty flat, I guess. I mean, there's definitely a possibility that players might need to fall back on 3-3 spades, but it's there. So Nothing too exciting. Board 10. We've opened a no trump. Has our hand gotten better? A little bit. We now have 2 4-card suits. 15 count still. Partner transfers us to hearts and invites. I guess we don't accept. But oftentimes in these types of sequences, it's really not so much about how many high cards you have or your trump fit. It's a lot about how many aces and kings you have. Like a hand which has a bunch of kings and queens with 16 or 17 points is probably going to do a lot worse in 4 hearts than a hand with like ace, king on the outside. So this hand kind of feels close to an accept. Oh, gross. Okay. I mean, that's one way to bid partner's hand. I feel like maybe partners should be angling towards no trump with 6 small. But all right, here we go. Club lead. We're going to do our best to pull trumps. That is high-low from a doubleton in clubs. I guess I'm going to lead the jack of hearts. Like, I could cross to dummy and lead a heart to the jack. I'm mildly concerned that another suit might be 6-1, though, so I'm just going to... That went great, I just have to say. Well, that was exciting. Try and pitch a club on the spade. I'm still like a little bit worried that spades might not split the way we want. And I don't want to add any other confusion into the hand. I kind of just wanted to start pulling trumps to prevent any unnecessary roughs. Like, the opponents are entitled to 3 heart tricks, so it seems pretty unlikely that West is going to get a rough with a small trump, and that it's not going to be an extra trick of some kind. I guess on this hand, it would have been correct to play 3 rounds of spades pitching a club, because West can duck the jack of hearts around to East ace, and then the club rough does come with a small trump. But most of the time, I think that's unlikely to be the case. Anyway, I feel pretty good about my line of play, especially given that it worked and that they crashed hard honors. So that was excellent. On to board 11. We've opened a heart. We have 14. Good 5-card heart suit. Feels like a no trump. Partner bids a spade. East bids 3 clubs. Pass, pass. Partner balances 3 diamonds. I don't think I like 3-no. I mean, this sequence to me says I'm very distributional, so should have at least 5 spades. I think oftentimes partner's going to be like 6-5 for the way this bidding has gone. And our club stopper is very flimsy. We have fits in both the partner suits. I would definitely have bid 3 spades here. I mean, maybe 4 spades. I'm actually not certain how forcing 3 diamonds is. Yeah, maybe 4 spades is a better bid than 3 spades. But 3-no, I mean, just feels like we've done the wrong thing. Wow, what is partner doing? Just reopen with double. Why did partner not reopen with double? That feels like a pretty good bid. I mean, 3 diamonds should show some stuff. They just don't have stuff. Like, where are they hoping for? They're like, we must have a fit somewhere in this auction, right? Hopefully it's not in clubs. Well, we're in 3 now. Ace of clubs lead. Okay. And a club. Sounds like that is the ace doubleton of clubs, right? because I mean, not only does three clubs probably show seven, but also West might have led a low club from ace third. Isn't this situation forcing with shortage, so all new suits are super distributional? I mean, I think it should be a very distributional hand from partner, because anytime they don't have a distributional hand, they should always protect us by reopening with double. Like, we could have clubs on this auction. So if partner is, like 5-2, 4-2, double's automatic. If you want to bid. I mean, you don't have to bid. You could pass out three clubs. It's not crazy to do so if your hand's really weak. This hand is maybe borderline for reopening, but I think you do it. But you're just supposed to reopen with double, right? You gotta protect partner. So any bid that is not double should show a very distributional hand for that reason. I'm pretty sure I'm running the Jack of Hearts and East Queen Doubleton, and then East is going to run a bunch of clubs. Let me think if that's the line of play I want to take, because it feels like a bad idea to take a Heart Finesse into East known Queen Doubleton. Like, it doesn't East need high card points to make this bid? Queen Jack 6th is not quite good enough, or Queen Jack 7th is not quite good enough. They probably have something outside. I'm about to do it. All right, let's go. This is great. That's exactly what I wanted to have happen. All right. Let's pitch a diamond. And I mean, we have a real problem. East is going to switch to diamonds and our hearts are going to get stranded. Yeah. I should pitch the Ace of Hearts, right? Like, I don't know why I'm spending so long thinking about what to discard from... I definitely should pitch the Ace of Hearts. Hey, Shift. Oh, you already said pitch the Ace of Hearts? You're on top of it. I mean, I have three more discards. Oh, why didn't I cash the Diamond Ace first? This was silly. Okay. Well, as foretold, I was running the Jack of Hearts and East Queen Doubleton. Because why not? Minus 200. Probably not the greatest result on that one. Wow, we got to our 10 card spade for the 2 level. How did this happen? Pass, pass, pass. We opened a spade. Partner bid Drury, which could be 3 or more trumps. Limit raise. They're a passed hand. We decided to bid 2 spades with weak trumps. Sounds right to me. I mean, sometimes when we have really bad trumps and partner has found a fit with us, it makes our hand a lot better. Right, like imagine partner has Jack 4th of spades. We now might only have 2 losers in a suit where the opponents have 9 high card points. But of course, partner being a passed hand, Queen Doubleton of clubs pretty bad, Jack Doubleton of hearts pretty bad. Probably not worth investigating for game. Diamond lead. Okay. I don't really see a great way to try and score extra tricks here. Like, if I could win this in dummy and lead a low club to the queen, I probably would do that. Ooh. Okay, idea. Now that I've said that out loud, win the ace of diamonds, ruff a diamond, and then lead a low club. It's not nearly as good as if I could do it immediately at trick 2, but at least if diamonds are 4-4 and East has the club ace, I might be able to pitch both my clubs on the king queen of diamonds. Or maybe someone roughs in with a doubleton trump. Unlucky. Unlucky. Roughing the beer card at trick 2 seems wrong. It was pretty unlikely that we were going to score the beer on this hand. Plus 140. We were close. Might have had a chance if East had the club ace, but West was the one who had it. All right, how bad was board 11? Not terrible, 29%. Looks like a significant portion of the field also ran the Jack of Hearts into East's hand at trick 2. It's probably the right play. We did have a couple of other bad boards. Board 4 specifically. Yeah, this is the one where we didn't take the club finesse, but I think taking the club finesse is quite bad. Maybe people got different defense. No, they couldn't have gotten different defense, right? Everyone had the same trick 1 and same trick 2. Well, you know, maybe if you don't play the 4 of diamonds, you play the 5 or something. West does something different. But yeah, king of diamonds, spade switch. I like our line of play. Spades could have been 3-3. And then we would take all the rest of the tricks. East could have had a 4th heart. So those were the 2 bad ones. Our best board was board 3, in fact. 2 no trump making 3. I'm a little surprised by that one. I mean, hopefully people are familiar with this diamond position because this is a pretty common suit combination where when you're missing the king, queen, and 10 in like an 8-card fit or a 7-card fit even, the best thing to do is to try and play for 10 doubleton sitting behind the ace. But when you do that, there's really not much more to the hand. You play a diamond to the 8, West wins the queen, and then you just run the jack of diamonds, pinning the 10 doubleton. So it looks like maybe only one other player so far in the 15 that have played the board up to this point came up with that line of play. Board 10 making 3 hearts was also a pretty good result when the opponents crashed their hard honors. Board 5, we made, again, very similar. You know, this time it was the 9 doubleton that West had on our left. We got 82% for picking off that holding in the trump suit. So 58 overall.